virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn maths. Come on, we will begin our chapter. Students, welcome to Virtual Training Center Dadar. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and dear students, today we are going to learn maths of standard 5th and the topic is fraction. Yes, dear students, what is fraction? Fractions represent equal parts of a whole or a collection. Here one example we will go through. One apple is there and two friends are there. Then what you will do? You will cut that apple in two equal parts. One part your friend will eat and one part you will eat. Isn't it? Means you gave half to your friend and half you ate. Yes, dear students, here each part, that is nothing but the fraction of that whole apple. Okay? Now we will study that one in detail. Yes, observe this carefully. Here this is one whole. Okay? Now see this. I have done here two equal parts. Now how many total parts are there? Two. Correct? Now one more. Observe clearly. How many parts are there? Means how many total parts? Yes, 4. Means here in the first picture two equal parts are there and the same in the second we have done 4 equal parts. Yes, dear students, here each part is a fraction of that whole. Got this? Now observe carefully. This is a rectangle and I am dividing this in equal parts. This is important. You can't do one bigger part and one smaller part. Then it will not become a fraction. Fraction means always equal parts. Got this? Okay. How many parts are there total? 6. Isn't it? Now we will color some of them. Okay, now tell me how many colored parts are there? 3, right? Okay, next picture. And here also I am going to divide this picture. Okay, now tell me total parts. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. Now colored parts. How many colored parts are there? Only 1. Okay, one more picture you go through. Here also we are going to divide this picture. Okay, total parts 3, isn't it? Now what about the colored parts? How many? 2. Very good. Now we will write the colored part or the fraction of these 3 figures. Okay. Always remember that colored part number we will write up and in the denominator we are writing the total parts. See, out of 6 parts, 3 are colored. Got this, students? Always remember this. Total parts we always write down the line or below the line. Okay. See, second one. Can you tell me the answer here? Total parts are 4 and colored part is 1. So it is 1 upon 4. How we read? 1 upon 4. Now in the last picture, yes, colored parts are 2. So 2 in the numerator and upon 3 total parts. Isn't it? Got this, students? Is it clear for you? Okay, one more example we will take. Yes, yummy pizza. Yes, this pizza is divided in 8 equal parts. Correct? And one part I ate. Here it is not there. I ate that one. Then how you will write this fraction? Yes, 1 I ate. So 1 I am writing up. And in the denominator, what number should be there? How many total parts? Total parts are 8. Correct? So 8 I have written down. Means 1 I ate out of 8 equal parts. Okay? And 1 is called numerator because that is above the line. And whatever below the line is called as denominator. Remember this also. Numerator means the number above the line and denominator means number below the line. Okay? Yes. Here one more is there. Then can you write the colored part? Fraction of that one? Yes, correct. 1 by 2. 1. Anyone you can take a red color, otherwise black one. Half of that is of the whole. Correct? So 1 part out of total 2 parts. 1 is numerator and 2 is denominator. Got this? I hope it is clear for you. Okay, write colored part in fractions. This is last, okay? This is 1 is there and full it is colored. No parts are there, so it is 1. Now this picture, here total 2 parts are there and 1 is colored. Can you guess how we write in the fractions? Yes, you are right, that is half. 1 by 2 or 1 upon 2. This, yes, again whole is there, 4 equal parts are there. And how many parts are colored? Only 1. So it is 1 upon 4. Very good. The last one, again 4 parts are there, but now 3 parts are colored. So in the numerator, 3 will be there. 3 parts are colored out of 4 equal parts. Okay. Now we will learn about equivalent fractions. Equivalent means equal. Remember, same. Okay. We will see. Now dear students, here one rectangle is there and it is equally divided into 5 parts. And 2 parts are colored. Then how you will write this one in the fractional form? 2 upon 5. Isn't it? Okay. Now the same figure is divided like this. See, the same figure. Now here also some parts are colored and some are like that only. Now how many total parts are there? 15. Correct. And how many colored parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Means we will write 6 upon 15. Isn't it? You know this, correct? Now here it is said that both the pictures are same picture and only division is different. Means we made more parts, more equal parts in the second picture. Here, however, the colored part has not changed. Therefore, we see that 2 upon 5 is equal to 6 upon 5. You see the colored part or you see the without colored part. They are same, isn't it? So, 2 upon 5 is equal to 6 upon 15. Okay, we will prove this. Now I will write same thing up. 2 upon 5 is equal to 6 upon 15. Yes, dear students, there is one rule is there. See this. When the numerator means the number above the line, remember. When the numerator and denominator of a fraction are multiplied by the same non-zero number, we get a fraction that is equivalent to the given fraction. So I will write 2 upon 5 first here. What they said, you have to multiply both numerator, that is 2, and the denominator, that is 5, by the same number. If we get 6 upon 15, then it is a equivalent fraction. Okay, you know the table for 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 3s are 6. Yes, we got 6. So I am going to multiply 2 by 3. We got 6, correct? Now same number we have to multiply to the denominator. Then 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15. Yes, I will write the same thing. Yes. So it is a equivalent fraction. Got this? 2 upon 5. When we multiply both numerator and denominator by 3, the same number. Don't make confusion here. You can't multiply with different numbers. You have to multiply with the same number. Okay, then we got. Now, here one more method is there for the same thing. Again, I have written 2 upon 5 is equal to 6 upon 15. One more rule that we did by the multiplication, here we will do by division. Same thing, division. First we will take here 66 upon 15 first. Then we will divide 6 by a number. We must get 2. And the same number, when we divide this one to the denominator, we must get 5. We'll see. In the 2's table, that is 2 3s are 6, correct? So we will divide it 1 by 3. 3 2s are 6, correct? 2 we got. Again here also we will divide by the same number, that is 3. Then 3 5s are 15, correct? So we got, see, 6 divided by 3 means 3 2s are 2 we got, and 15 divided by 3 means 3 5s are, correct? So 5 we got. Yes, dear students, here two methods are there. First by multiplication or by division. If the number is bigger one and they ask us to make that one smaller, then you go for the division method. And if the given number is smaller and they ask us to go for the bigger number, then you go for multiplication. Now, one more sum is there to clarify. Find a fraction with the denominator 30, which is equivalent to 5 upon 6. Yes, dear students, I will write this. 5 upon 6 is equal to dash upon 30. 30 is given. They need denominator as 30. And we have to find out the numerator. Can you guess which method we are going to apply? Multiplication or division? Yes, of course multiplication. Because our number is 6 and they gave 30, means 6 5s are. Yes, that is bigger one, correct? So you got the answer here. 6 5s are 30, isn't it? So if we multiply the denominator by 5, the rule says that the same number we have to multiply to the numerator. Then we will get equivalent fractions, correct? Yes, 6 5s are 30. So we are going to multiply 5 by 5. So we got 25. Yes, dear students, 5 upon 6 is equivalent to 25 upon 30. Got this? Like this you have to do. It is very easy, isn't it? You have to learn the application skill. Yes, students, we will learn about like and unlike fractions. Like means same, unlike means different. That you know, correct? Now here some fractions are given. fraction form means in the numerator and denominator form. Okay, numbers are written. Okay, now we will divide all these given fractions into two columns, that is like fractions and unlike fractions. Please observe these numbers. See this 7 upon 3, 5 upon 3 and 9 upon 3. Okay. Now dear students, these three have some similarities. Can you guess? Yes, you are right. They all have 3 in their denominator. Correct. So they are called as like fractions, that we will write here under the right like fraction column. Okay. Now some more are there. See, 4 upon 11 and 7 upon 11. Isn't it? They are also like fractions. So I have written them under the heading of like fractions. And the rest all, you can see that 4 upon 5, 4 upon 7, okay, and 5 upon 4, 3 upon 9, they are called as unlike fractions. Yes, dear students, remember that whenever you are going to solve the sums like and unlike fractions, give importance to the number in the denominator. Okay? Yes, the rest all, the addition, subtraction and all that we will study in the next lecture. Thank you students. Okay, now please practice the fractions, and in the next we will go through some of the different operations, means addition, subtraction and all that. Okay, thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.